Hi, this is James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit me on the Cash App. Hit me on the Cash App so I can purchase acrylic paint, masking tape, and brushes. All right. Today's topic we're talking about is the jack of all trades. The jack of all trades. Yeah, I started early on, just learning as much stuff as I could. Learning as much as I could. Yeah. I've raised fish. I've done pest control, and I sold pest control. And TV repair. I used to go around fixing everyone's televisions and stuff like that. Get paid for it. So it was a lot of things I've done, but I did have an actual job too. But as a side hustle, sort of like, you know, I have tinkered with a lot of stuff. I've done auto mechanics, working on cars and stuff. I've done it for a while. Done auto mechanics for a while. Then I tried to rebuild and sell cars. You know, mm, mm, mm. But and then I did the dog thing, trained dogs. Then I ended off with masking tape treasures. You know, I done the art. So I don't think I'm going to pick up any more trades soon. So that's about it. But when I was raising fish, I fooled around and I messed that up myself by selling to all of the pet shops around in the area. To the point, excuse me, they didn't want anymore. My fish were super breeding. They kept having babies, having babies, having babies, having babies, having babies. You know, they were super breeding. And I couldn't sell enough of them. So I had to cull some of them because it was getting too many. It's too many. And once I sold them to all of the pet shops, nobody didn't want anymore. So I wasn't making no money. So then I went to selling pest control. You know that brown stuff. That netted a lot of money. But I stopped it because of all the commercials they were putting out. You know, talking about pest control is bad. Dun dun dun. Yes, if someone tries to sell you some stuff to kill roaches with, say no. Yeah, so that was it for that. And my plumbing career was going pretty good. But sooner or later, I got tired. Excuse me. I got tired of crawling under houses and stuff. Crawling under houses and unclogging pipes and everything, you know. Replacing PVC pipes and stuff like that. It was good money, but it was a dirty, dirty job. It was a dirty job. Yeah, TV repair. That folded up because sooner or later I was fixing too many TVs, and people, they wouldn't come and get their television. So I had televisions galore. I had TVs all around the house, you know. And when they didn't pay me, I kept it. Eventually, I sold it, but you know that was these things are good. These pretzels, they are good. Yeah, the TV repair, it went kind of all right. Then with the auto mechanics, the rolling rescue, that's what it was called. It went okay for a while until my workers, they flaked out on me. And then I end up having to overwork myself. And my mom was still alive around that time. And she told me, you need to slow down. You're doing too much. A lot of people used to say that. You're doing too much. Slow down. So I finally quit doing that. And soon as I did that, I broke off into the art business immediately after. It's funny how things work. How you can go right off into something else immediately. But the masking tape didn't start off real good. At first, it was I I was unsure of myself with creating stuff. So I created something the first time with the tape. It was a duck. And it was an ugly duck, but it was a funny, kind of comical duck, you know. So I ended up painting it. Somebody stuck it onto their computer. And that's what started it. When I came back to work, they was telling me, they want you to make them something. They want you to make. I said, man, I ain't gonna make nobody nothing. I'll paint them something, because I was a avid painter. I was real good with painting stuff, you know, back then. But I just didn't get a chance to exercise, didn't get a chance to exercise it enough. So, I was a little rough around the edges, but, but I just didn't paint anymore, because I was focusing on the auto mechanics so bad and, doing this and that. So then I ended up making a couple of pieces. Then I decided to take it a little further. Like this lady I was in the art store. This lady, I was asking her where the paint, what aisle was the paint on, since it was my first time going in there. And she said, it's on aisle 5. What are you doing? What are you working on? And I was kind of ashamed to tell her I was molding masking tape. So I said, I make little things out of masking tape. She said, oh, I would love to see one. I would love to see one. So I had it on my phone. And it was a giraffe. And I showed it to her. She said, this is unique. And I said, it's just tape. I was saying stuff like that. It's just tape. She said, no. She said, I would love for you to do a show for us. Okay? At the DeSoto Art, the DeSoto Art Foundation or something like that. And I said, what? She said, yeah, come on down to the DeSoto. I'll give you the address and everything. And she gave me a card. And she said she was the manager over it. But I thought she worked there at the store. She said, I don't work here. I'm buying stuff too. So after that, it was 2 weeks before I was going there. I end up making the pieces and I end up shipping them out there. Shipping the pieces out there. Then I went out there for the show. When I got there, this was the first time I really noticed my art. It was on a table. It had a silk cloth on there, and they was on a table. And they looked beautiful with the light cascading down on them. And I walked in there. I said, where's mine? They said, yours right there. And it was right up front on a table. And it was 7 pieces. Boy, I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. And that was it. That was it. After that, they offered me to they were going to sell my pieces out of their gift shop. So I said, wait, this is going too fast here. They took 10%. So, and they gave me the rest, okay? So when I went home, I was just getting checks coming to the house. So I said, man. That's when I knew that the Mask and Tape Treasures could net some money, okay? So I tried to do a class at my library, you know. But for some reason, the manager at that time, he wouldn't do it. So I asked him, I said, can I do a class? I need to start. I want to pioneer a class here. Start a class I'm going to get people in there, and then I'm going to do my class for them. They wouldn't let me do it. They put me way at the end of like in November sometime. And shit, it was March then. And I said, what? So I reached out to another library. And they said, sure, come on down. Come on. So I went over there and I performed my first class. And it was like 20 people in there. And they made giraffes. Because I didn't have a big selection of stuff to make, you know. But they made giraffes, and they made it good. They made them good. After that, that put me on the map. They put me on the map. I was able to perform classes at every branch, every library branch. I think that they got about 13 branches, library branches, here in Memphis. So I was at every branch, you know. Then I started my painting with James. This was painting with James. So that goes along with Mask and Tape Treasures, you know. So I do virtual painting classes, and sometimes I do in-class painting. Yeah. But I've done so much stuff, man. So much stuff. And that is what I'm trying to tell these young guys to do. To watch somebody. Maybe there's somebody, another jack of all trades. There's millions of jack of all trades around. And you don't have to search far to find one. So these young boys need to shadow a jack of all trades. Shadow him. Just walk around, follow him. When he's doing something, when he's working on something, follow him. If you follow him and watch he will pick up everything that guy knows. But it's better than sitting around the house playing a game. You know, you ain't gonna learn nothing doing that. Hands on. Sitting like that. Or on the phone. Or looking at TV. So, yeah, they need to shadow. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. They need to shadow a jack of all trades. Shadow him and watch things that he do. And ask questions. If he don't answer you, then he's no good for you. He's no good. Because most jack of all trades, they love to answer. They love to answer questions. They love to talk about what they're doing. And they love explaining. So, all right, y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, and
leave me a comment if you like. Yeah, man. Man, it was funny, wasn't it, man? Good day was funny.
shut up.
Man.
All right.
Man, why you gotta put hands on me, man?
Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos so that everyone gets this experience. All right? Peace. Adios. Salamat. This is just dancing.